Welcome to this lecture. So far now inside our application we are registering faces and also recognizing them. But inside this application we are not validating the recognition returned by our face recognition model. So what does that mean? So it means that right now in this application, if you are going to select the picture of a person which is not registered inside our application, then still you will get the recognition for that particular face. And the reason for this thing is, inside our application, we are going to compare the face of that person with the face of already registered faces. And obviously for one of the face, the distance between two embeddings will be minimum, and we are going to show the name of that registered face here. But that is not the correct behavior. So you can also test that thing by selecting an image of a person which is not registered in our system. So in our case we did not register the face of other person present in the image. So we have registered this Bill Gates face inside our system, but we did not register the face of this person here. So here when you will increase the size of the simulator, you can see we got the prediction Bill here which is accurate, but for this face we are also getting Bill. So this behavior is not correct. And the reason for that thing is we are not validating the recognition returned by our model inside this application. So now inside our application we are going to validate the recognition which our model returned, or in other words we are going to check that the prediction made by our model is accurate or not. And to do that thing we need to look at this recognition class. So as you know that here we are passing crop face to our face recognition model and getting this recognition object, and inside it we are getting the name of the recognition and also the embedding for this crop face. But when you will look at this recognition dot dot, inside it you can see we also got this distance property. And as I told you earlier that this distance is the difference between embedding of our current face and the embedding of registered face which is most close to our current face. So here inside our recognition screen dot dot, after getting this recognition object, we can use the distance property of this recognition object to check that the prediction made by our model is accurate or not. So if the value of that distance property is close to 0, then it means that our prediction or recognition is correct. And if that value is greater than 1 or 1.25, so in that case we can consider that our prediction is not accurate. So here inside our application we can add an if condition, and inside it we can use the value of that distance property. So if recognition dot distance is greater than 1.25, so in that case we are not going to consider our prediction correct. So we are going to override the name property of this recognition object. So we can set this recognition dot name equal to unknown, because in that case we are not going to show the name of the face here, but we are going to show the text unknown, which will gonna indicate that our application is not able to recognize that particular face because it is not registered inside our system. Similarly, you can change the value here to 1 if you want to, so you can set this threshold as per your needs. But for now we are setting it to 1.25, and after doing this thing, when we are going to run our application and choose the same image, you will see that we are not going to get the prediction Bill for this face, but instead we will get the value unknown. So here I will simply hard reload the application. And then let's reduce the size of the simulator, and here go to our recognition screen and then choose the image from gallery. So we will select this image, and now you can see we got the rectangles around both of the faces, but there you can see for this face we are getting the prediction Bill, and for this face we are getting the prediction unknown. And similarly, if you want, you can also increase the size of this text so that you can see this thing clearly. So here we can set the value of this font size property. So I will increase it to like 30 for now and press Command S. And now you can see the size of this text is increased. So now inside our application we are also validating the recognition that the prediction or the recognition made by our model is accurate or not. And similarly, if you are going to select some other image, like we are going to select this image of Messi, So now you can see we are getting the prediction Messi here, and in the console you will also get the value of the distance here, because we are printing that distance value inside our recognize method of recognizer class. So the distance between this face and the registered face of Messi is 0.91. So as this value is less than 1.25 or even less than 1, so we are considering our prediction correct and we are showing the name Messi here. Similarly, we are going to select this image using which we have registered the face of Messi. So now when you will check the console, you will see that now the distance value is 0, and the reason is using the exact same face we have registered the face of Messi, so the embedding of two faces is similar and the difference between them is 0. And you can also repeat the thing by choosing an image where both of them are present. And there you can see we are getting Ronaldo here and then Messi here. So when I will scroll to the bottom, there you can see for the face of Ronaldo the distance is 0.89 and the difference or the distance in case of Messi is 0.78. So that's how inside our application we can validate that the prediction or the recognition made by our model is accurate or not. So we need to check the value of this distance property, and if it is close to 0 or less than 1.25 or 1, then our prediction is correct. Otherwise our prediction is not accurate or correct.